so much for being on board here. Archangel 22, thank you so much for being here. Alfonso, Dan, Frank Lopes, good to see you guys. So Chris is not with me yet this morning. He got a little bit of a late start in getting here. So we're kicking it off anyway because your time is valuable. And we promise you we kick off at 9 a.m. So we're kicking off at 9 a.m. So first and foremost, thanks for being with me. I'm Matt Koenig, CEO of KonigCo and Buscador de Auto. And I just want to say thanks for being tuned in to Sales Tips TV this week. This week's tip, we're going to talk about using video to prospect. Now, I've got this streaming live on Periscope, so if you're following me at KonigCo, I appreciate you. Do me a favor, if you would, make sure to share this with other viewers. So if you're an iPhone user, swipe left, then swipe up, I think is how you do it. But make sure to tell others to take a look at it. So Ashley, thanks for tuning in, and whoever hit it, thanks for the heart. Okay, so today on Sales Tips TV, what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking about how you use video to prospect. Now, we're using video, of course, every week to share sales tips and marketing tips that can help you. But when it comes to prospecting and follow-up, in sales, a lot of people get freaked out by this. So, hey, JSchool76, thanks for hooking up on Periscope with us. So, a lot of folks get really uncomfortable when it comes to prospecting, when it comes to follow-up. That's why a lot of times customers don't become repeat customers, whether it's in the automotive industry, real estate, or any other industry. And the big reason a lot of folks get uncomfortable is they don't know what to say. They don't really have anything to say. So what happens is if they don't get a deal, let's say a customer comes in, visits them, and then leaves, salesperson can't close a deal. Most of the time, they have nothing to tell them. So they're just following up going, hey, just calling to see if you're still in the market. Just reaching out to see if you're still in the market. And none of that is useful to the customer, right? And at the end of the day, that's supposed to be what our whole focus is about, is giving the customer useful information. So when it comes to prospecting, a lot of times it's kind of the same thing. Now, those of you that are in the automotive industry, you probably are familiar with when you're at the dealership, there's a high rate of turnover. Salespeople just burn out. So what happens is there's a giant list of orphan owners. And the sad deal is we all know those orphans get handed from salesperson to salesperson to salesperson. And who wants to call those folks, right? I mean, at the end of the day, those people are not somebody wants to pick up the phone and call because they feel like, man, these folks have been called by 5 other salespeople. They're going to have a shitty experience. So I don't want to pick up the phone and call those customers and give them yet again another bad experience. So what we're going to do, and Chris is here, so he's going to fire it up on Meerkat Live as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to walk through a couple quick tips for how you can utilize your mobile phone and video attached to it to reach out and prospect and follow up with customers. So one of the things I want to tell you to do is if you have a pen and paper, you'll want to write this down. Good morning, Chris. Good to see you.
Good morning.
So if you have a pen and paper, you're going to want to write some of this down, or I would say in your phone, you can take notes, but it'll be hard to watch and take notes if you're watching on Periscope. So the first thing you want to do is you want to decide where you want to host your video, where you want to use your video. So there are a lot of different things. In 20 minutes, we don't have time to just get in the debate of why one is better than the other, but I'm going to share a few simple tips with you. YouTube is free. If you're prospecting and following up, YouTube can be a useful tool, but every time you shoot a video and then upload it, you need to make sure it's unlisted. Unlisted. So if you're watching on Periscope, tap the screen, give some hearts, make sure that sinks in, because privacy is important for your customer. So you've got to make sure that you're uploading videos unlisted when you're sending them direct to another person. All right? So unlisted video is critical. Now, that being said, thanks for the hearts. Appreciate them. That being said, hey, Jamie, when you're using video, now there are a couple different ways. And I mentioned it this morning on Periscope. Thank you for all the hearts, y'all. I mentioned it this morning when I was talking about what was coming today, but utilizing mobile video is not just for sales in the traditional sense, for auto sales, boat sales, RV sales, real estate sales. If you're a college student, you want to get into a college, you've got to set yourself apart from people. So you can use mobile video. Guten Morgen. Thanks, mechanic. You're the man. You got to make sure that you're setting yourself apart no matter what industry you're in. Maybe you're applying for a job. Maybe you're trying to get a date with somebody and you got their phone number, but you just don't know a creative way to make sure that you're fun. Okay? Make sure that you utilize video to set yourself apart. So what we're going to talk about today is focused on sales, but really everything in life is sales, right? You want to get your friends to go to a concert with you that you're not sure they want to go to. You want to get that girl or that guy to go out to dinner with you. you want to get a job, you want to get into that college. All of that is selling. All of that is sales. So with mobile video, here are a couple different things that you can utilize. Number one, create a YouTube account. If you don't have one, they're freaking free. Why wouldn't you have one, right? But number two, let's say you don't love YouTube. Maybe you're just not a fan. You can set up a account on Vimeo. Vimeo Pro, you'll pay for it, but you can set up a Vimeo Pro account, costs you about $300 a year. So if you're in sales, well worth the spend. If you're using it for personal stuff, maybe not so much, but it does allow you to password protect videos, things like that. For today's purposes, I'm going to recommend using YouTube, and I'm going to walk you through some simple things to do. So once you've created a YouTube account, remember every time you upload a video that's going to go direct to a person, you're going to make sure to make that video unlisted so that it won't be seen by anyone else. Because the last thing you want to do is say somebody's name or phone number or where you're going to meet them on a public format. And here's why. Somebody else could show up before you, and that could lead to a really bad experience for that other person, right? You don't want somebody to be there that isn't invited. So unlisted is important. Now let's talk about how you use video to open the door. Okay, Chris, you were in sales for years here locally, selling cars at Cole Automotive Group. You used a lot of video to show people cars, things like that, right? Let me ask you this. When it came to prospecting, I don't know if you were in the room yet when I talked about this, but when it comes to prospecting, when your GM would come over and hand you that stack of orphan owners that you know had been burned through by 20 other salespeople, how was your enthusiasm level when you got that list of people to reach out to?
Not very high.
Why is that?
Because I knew they'd already been hit up a bunch of times. They were burned out on hearing from salespeople.
Right? I mean, all of you watching this are customers. You buy stuff, whatever it is, right? How would you like it if like every other month you had a different salesperson calling you going, hey, I was just calling to introduce myself. I'm your new salesperson at ABC Ford. Just checking to see if you're in the market, right? That would burn you out, wouldn't it? It would burn me out, and I'm in sales, right? I love this industry, and I would want to change my phone number. So here's a creative tip for how to open up a door with somebody and get your foot in the door and get them to answer your phone call when you call to talk to them and open up that relationship. First thing you'll want to do is take your phone and shoot a video. Now, I'm using my phone right now, so I'm going to pretend that this big Surface Pro 3, which, by the way, become a Mac user like me. I have an iPhone and a MacBook Air and an iMac at home. This I bought because I think it would be fun, and well, it's just dumb. But we're going to pretend it's a phone, right? So here's the thing. On your phone, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to shoot a video. Now, Periscope is always, of course, we know, portrait mode, right? But when you're shooting a video that you're going to send to somebody, flip everything sideways. Make sure that you shoot it in landscape mode. Okay, very important, because that's the way people want to watch video. They don't want to watch it all cut off and weird and whatever. So shoot it in landscape mode, just gives it better. Now, when you're shooting video, you want to get yourself in what we call like a 1/3 shot. So when you're looking at the screen, if you're watching us on Sales Tips TV, oh good, thanks Kevin Campbell. It was working in landscape mode for you earlier. I appreciate it. For Frank Lopes, it wasn't. So it is what it is. When you're looking at a standard screen, of course it's Android. Kevin, I brought you something here. Hold on. So when you're getting a shot that's in landscape mode, what you want to do is be in about 1/3 of the screen for the shot. It allows the background to look good. Now, not in here because we're in a cold, isolated room. Thank God we're moving to a new office August 1st, new building that we picked up. But getting 1/3 of the shot, because it sets the background better, gives it a better viewing experience for the user. Now, if you're going to send a video, here are some don't do's. So write these down. Do not just send the video directly. I don't care if you're an iPhone user and they're an iPhone user. Don't video them directly. Because here's the thing. Not everyone, hey, Goat Fluffer, thanks for joining. Not everybody has an unlimited data plan. So if you shoot a video and send it direct to them, you may eat a big chunk of that data plan. And if they're a family and they share it with their kids, they're going to hate you, right, for doing that, especially when their bill comes. So always, always, always make sure you're uploading it to a source and sharing the link. But get in 1/3 of the shot. Make sure that you've got a decent background if you're going to be sending a video directly to somebody, because you want to make sure that everything sets the stage, right, for them to want to contact you, want to open up that relationship, want to answer the phone when you call. So when you're doing this, a couple other things. Smile, right? Now, if you're happy people most of the time, do me a favor, just tap the screen. Let me see some hearts. I don't know on Meerkat, can you do anything on
I don't
Meerkat?
think so. You just
On
type
Meerkat,
comments.
if you're happy, you could say you're happy, all right? But if you're a happy person, thank you for all the hearts. Here's the thing, your face should show it. Now, a lot of times in video, what happens is people get ready to shoot a video and then they freak out. They get in like frozen mode. Frozen mode sucks. Hey, Glacken, good to have you on with us, bro. So you don't want to be frozen up. You want to make sure that you're smiling, that you're animated. And here's the thing, it's got to be quick. So in a prospecting video, here's what you're going to do. You're going to let them know who you are, where you work, what you do, and why they care. Let me say that again. Who you are, where you work, what you do, and why they care. So if you're going to send a video out to somebody who you've never met, right? You're trying to open the door so that you can call them and have a dialogue. This is an example of how it would look. Hey, my name is Matt Koenig. I'm the CEO of KonigCo and Buscador de Auto. We connect dealers with buyers in both English and Spanish. I can help your dealership sell more cars and make more money. And if you give me 15 minutes, I'll be happy to show you how. I'm going to be calling you. Ding, 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 stop. The next step is to tell them what you're going to do, which is you let them know you're going to be reaching out by phone. So that way they know to expect your call, when to expect your call, and what it's going to be about, right? So my name's Matt, CEO of KonigCo and Buscador de Auto. We connect dealers with buyers in English and Spanish, and I can help your dealership sell more cars and increase profit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a call in about 15 minutes from the phone number 269-459-2272. And great. Thank you, Kevin Campbell. You could say expect a phone call from area code and just share your area code. I'll tell them my whole phone number because if it pops up, I want them to recognize it, right? So I'm going to be calling you from, then I'm going to give them my number, right? 269-459-2272. That's our office phone here, by the way, and it's textable. Landline, textable, important. We'll talk about that in a different episode. But I let them know what number I'm going to be calling from and when I'm going to be calling. And I'll say, give me 15 minutes when I call. I promise I'll add another. And I like to tell them, look, if you give me 15 minutes, I'll show you how to get another $1 million in sales this year. If you don't like me, you're always welcome to hang up. Anyways, again, my name's Matt. I'll be calling you in 15 minutes. Done. Now, the whole entire thing should be about 30 seconds, if not less. It's just a quick introduction. It's got to give them a pop, a reason, right? So many of you have called, left voicemails for places, and you're like, man, why can't I get a call back? Well, Jeffrey Gittimer said to me, well, all of us at Cars.com a long time ago, he said, if you want people to call you back, stop leaving voicemails that suck, right? So same thing. You got to make sure your videos don't suck. Now, Jeff Blacken just popped a great thing on Periscope, and it's so critical. Call them when you say you're going to call them. Don't say I'm going to call you in 15 minutes and call them 3 hours later. Call them in 15 minutes, okay? So for prospecting, who you are, where you work, what you do, and why they care. And then tell them where you're calling from, when you're going to call, and make sure you call at that time, okay? Got to give them some good info and a reason to answer the phone. Now, what if they don't answer your call the first time? What if it doesn't work the first time? That's okay. Do it again on a different date at a different time of day. Remember, not everybody functions at the same time of day the same way. Okay, so that's prospecting tip. But what about follow-up? Chris, how many times have you sold a car to somebody, the relationship was good, and then 3 months later you stopped calling them and just forgot about them?
Quite a few.
It's reality, right? Now, let me ask you this. Once you've done that, how many of those people, if we were being honest, did you really ever go back and start calling again?
Almost none of them.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Chris is actually a nice guy. That's why he's on our team. We love Chris. Chris does an excellent job of following up. Kevin Campbell, you know he's been following up with you forever, bro. I still haven't seen that paperwork, by the way. Hook up. Chris is great at following up. But here's the challenge. A lot of times we get busy and we don't intend, it's not intentional. We're not trying to not follow up. We just get busy. But once we haven't followed up for a while, we just kind of give up. And that's not good. So how do we open the door back up? Yeah, Kevin, you are the man. So how do we open the door back up by following up with a customer? Well, it's almost exactly the same as prospecting. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to shoot a quick video to the customer, tell you something I don't know. You are the man and you already know it, right, Campbell? So here's the deal. When you're following up with a customer, shoot them a quick video. Remind them of who you are, where you work, what you do, and why they should care about this follow-up. Be honest. Say to the customer, hey, you know what? This is Matt from the dealership. I just realized it's been more than 6 months since I've reached out to you guys, and that is not the salesperson you signed up to do business with. So I'm just shooting you a quick video to let you know I'm going to be giving you a call in about 15 minutes just to check in, find out what you guys need, and if there's anything we can do at the dealership to take care of it. So again, I'll be giving you a call in about 15 minutes. This is Matt at ABC Ford, and my phone number is 269-459-2272. So look for my call in a few minutes, guys. Again, sorry it's been so long since a follow-up, but let's reopen the door. Done, right? 15, 20, 30 seconds. Spear follows up like a shadow, says Kevin Campbell. For all of you that are not on Periscope, just to know, he is all over follow-up. So here's the thing. When you're doing a follow-up video, who you are, where you work, of course, what you do, and why they care. Why they care is because you're apologizing. You've dropped the ball. You haven't followed up in a while. Now, for those of you that do good follow-up, video can still be a beneficial tool for you as well. Still shoot a follow-up video. When somebody buys something, thank you so much, Jamie. Glad you like the tips. Listen, Jamie Sonyeva, when somebody buys from you, this will set you apart. So whatever you sell, whether you work at Best Buy, whether you work at an automotive dealership, no matter what you sell, here's what you should know. The moment a customer walks out your door, you should be shooting a video immediately, letting them know how thankful you are for their business. Even if they didn't buy, thank them for stopping in. You can get creative too, but let's say the customer that does buy. Before they walk out your door, bam, fire up a video. Just say, hey, I know you just walked out the door. You're not even home yet. I just want to take a moment to say thank you so much. I appreciate you doing business with us. If there's anything I can do, remember my number is 269-459-2272, and I'm here to serve you. So thank you again. I appreciate you. But more importantly, congratulations. You're going to love your new whatever it is. Now, everybody watching, this is key. Say the word at the end, congratulations. You're going to enjoy or you're going to really love whatever it is. Because here's the thing. Congratulations means somebody got something, right? It means you gave them something. Thank you means they gave you something. So on sales, and those of you, you're always selling yourself, okay? So somebody buys something from you, congratulations, you guys are gonna love this. Then they will say thank you. Then they will feel like they got something subconsciously, and then they'll be happier with the purchase. Removes buyer's remorse or reduces it dramatically. So congratulations, not just thank you. And I'm glad that I could share a great tip with you. And Kevin Campbell just shared a great tip. When somebody tells you that they actually bought somewhere else, send them something. Send them coupons from your dealership for service. You know, Kevin said that blows people away, and it does. So here's the other thing. Let's say they walk out. They haven't bought elsewhere yet, but you know they're going home to think about something. They want to decide something, right? Customer leaves and they haven't bought. Here's a tip. As soon as they walk out the door, get your camera out, your camera being your phone, of course, flip that selfie around. Hey, this is Matt over here at ABC Ford. I just wanted to say thank you. I appreciate you giving us an opportunity. There are a million other places you could have went shopping, and you chose to spend your time with us. So I just want to let you know how much we appreciate that opportunity. Sorry that we didn't come together on things while you were here, but I'd love to still help you get whatever you're looking for. So before you do anything anywhere else, please give us a chance to fix whatever we did wrong. Okay? Listen, when people leave, they leave for a reason. So you owe them an apology, right? They come and spent their time with you. They came in with the intention of getting something they were excited about, and boom, now they left. So in effect, we've wasted their time, right? So we want to make sure that they feel good. Now, Frank Loeb shared a great tip. Go stand in front of the car they were looking at while you film it and ask them for a referral. Great tip, Frank. And here's another thing you can do. This one I always think is fun. When somebody leaves, if you're selling, let's say you're selling a vehicle, okay? Get a water bottle out with some water in it. Customer leaves, you know, go back out, walk right up to the car, pour a little water on it like this. Okay, so it's like on the headlight, so it looks like a little tear, and then get down by it with your camera and say, I know you guys left and you decided that you didn't want this Honda Accord, but I just wanted to show you how sad it is that you left. It's crying. Your car misses you already. Now, smile, laugh. It's funny. Have fun with it, right? People want to do business with people that make them happy, not people that make them feel pressure and stress. They know they got to hook up. They're going to spend $20, $30, $40, $60,000 on something. They're going to spend $700 on a tablet that they're not going to use or like, right? People don't want to regret it. Oh, well, set that in my water. I'll hate it even more. People don't want to regret it. So make them have fun. If you can make them have fun, you'll set yourself apart from everyone else in your space. You guys, that's the time. It's 20 minutes. Now, Boom, if you're in sales. Here's one thing. Today's episode sponsored by I Call Auto Leads, the best product in the entire country for helping you get mobile numbers from shoppers. If you want to know more, text the word Chris, C-H-R-I-S, to the phone number 76626. You will not be opted into any ongoing marketing lists, but here's what will happen. You'll receive 2 text messages. 1, letting you know that you'll be getting a phone call from this guy. 2, you'll be getting a digital coupon sent to you with a special offer. 3, Chris will actually call you. Yes, he will. I Call Auto Leads the best tool in the entire country for getting mobile numbers from customers and giving you an opportunity to connect with them right on their mobile phone. So check it out. You'll want to use it in your business. You can put it on your website as another way to generate new lead opportunities. If you're an automotive dealer, you can put them on hang tags. You can stick it wherever you want. It's your code. Stick it where you want, right? Have fun with it. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Next week on Sales Tips TV, we will look forward to seeing you 9 a.m. to 9:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can always go back and watch sales DVR replays at www.salestips.tv. Thanks for tuning in. Now make your day amazing.